You've checked into another episode of 6 Degrees, and this time we're visiting some bad times at the El Royale. To commemorate the release of Drew Goddard's latest film, we're going from bad to worse. The help has arrived as we link the El Royale's Lewis Pullman to the waiter / bellhop / general abuse receiver at possibly the worst hotel in TV history, Fawlty Towers Andrew Sachs. And we're not using any TV shows. Let's go. First up, we connect Lewis Pullman to Alan Cumming in the Battle of the Sexes. Now, if you saw this movie, did you get a tingling sensation starting from the scalp during the haircut scene? If you did, that's because the filmmakers wanted you to. The scene was shot that way to trigger a response known as ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Some ASMR triggers include whispering, soft ambient noises, and yes, tender personal attention, like a haircut. Our next step connects Alan Cumming to Rachel Lee Cook in Josie and the Pussycats. Released in 2001, this comedy based on characters from Archie Comics has a really cool Easter egg that may hint to a wider cinematic universe. If you look closely, there's a message on one of the digital marquees that reads, "Can't Hardly Wait was underrated." This was in reference to the 1998 film, which was also directed by Josie directors Harry Elfont and Deborah Kaplan. Can't Hardly Wait also marks the cinematic debut of Melissa Joan Hart, who at the time was starring in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, another series based on an Archie Comics character. Step 3 ties Rachel Lee Cook to Kelsey Grammer in The Big Empty. It's fitting that we come across this movie in an episode that centers on bad things happening in hotels. The Big Empty was filmed in Baker, California, and set at the Royal Hawaiian Motel. Well, that place actually exists. The Royal Hawaiian closed its doors in 2009, 6 years after the release of The Big Empty, but the location has since become the Santa Fe Motel. For reference, The Big Empty has a 6.1 star rating on IMDb, and the Yelp reviews of the motel, not so good. And finally, we connect Kelsey Grammer to Andrew Sachs in 2014's Breaking the Bank. The movie marks the last credited cinematic role for Sachs before passing away in 2016. Sachs had an uncredited role as the mantel clock in 2016's Alice Through the Looking Glass, a movie that also marked the final role of Alan Rickman. And there you have it. Be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. Think you can stump us? Then hop over to our social media accounts and drop us a challenge of your own. While there, be sure to follow us, and you can keep up on all things 6 Degrees.